Welcome to this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30, as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county's website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the administrative office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Rick Dyer, Colleen Roberts, and Randy Sparacino, working for you.
I'll call to order the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for December 3rd, 2025. According to the clock, it's about 9:36, and we are in the Courthouse Auditorium and also an audio-video conference. And we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, if you stand and join us. And our first item is on honoring an employee of the month. This month, Deputy Austin Violet from the Sheriff's Office. So come on, meet you at the podium.
Testimony mode, congratulations.
Front and center here. File in behind you or somewhere.
Come on, move on up. We on the camera now? All good? See, I'm like a producer. I'm gonna make this look good.
He's our agent.
Well, it's my privilege and honor to recognize Deputy Dustin Violet. He began his career in law enforcement as a law enforcement ranger for the state of Washington, focusing on poaching enforcement and state lands, natural resource laws, driving under the influence of intoxicants, and warrant enforcement. He also collaborated with the Department of Natural Resources fire crews on fuel reduction and forest health projects, as well as with DNR wardens on hunting patrols, which strengthened interagency relationships and enhanced resource protection. He later served with the Wallowa County Sheriffs, gaining valuable experience in law enforcement and community-focused policing. He began serving with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office on October 21st, not the 21st. You don't know the specific date. It was October of 2021. But I just added that date in to make it a little bit more informative. As a criminal deputy before transitioning to a deputy assigned to the Roads and Parks Department, where he has continued to demonstrate dedication, professionalism, and a positive attitude. Deputy Violet, am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Violet or Violet, either one.
How about Violet?
That one's too.
Okay. Has played a pivotal role. I hate when people mispronounce last names. It never happens to me, though. He played a pivotal role in the county's drug detection program, contributing early insight and ongoing involvement that have helped shape its success. He actively patrols all of the county parks to ensure they are safe and remain family-friendly environment, which I truly appreciate because I do use those parks, while also working closely with the Roads and Parks Department to monitor active work zones and help protect road crews. In support of the Bear Creek Greenway restoration efforts, Austin collaborates with local fire districts and Oregon Department of Transportation on projects focused on fuel mitigation, habitat restoration, and seasonal preparedness of county roads and properties, helping to protect both the community and natural resources. In addition, I'm going to mispronounce your name now because now I'm all messed up. Violet. Primary assignment, he serves as search and rescue search manager, oversees the SAR drone team, and is actively training to become a dive team member and rescue raft operator. That's pretty awesome. Austin is also an invaluable asset to both the Sheriff's Office and the Roads Parks Department, known for his hard work and ability to collaborate effectively with county partners and community members. Austin's dedication is supported by his wife, Jessica, and their 6-month-old daughter, Addison, who I think is here. Hello. Hey, Addison. Who all share in the sacrifices required by his service to the community. The Sheriff's Office is proud to honor Austin for his outstanding service, professionalism, and unwavering commitment. On behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on being selected as December's Employee of the Month, and thank you for your outstanding dedication to the citizens of Jackson County.
Wow, what an interesting and varied career. Just not patrol deputy. Just wasn't not exciting enough, huh? A lot. I wonder if you ever had a twofer where you were somebody was illegally poaching and drunk driving at the same time, because I'm sure that happened.
Probably something similar, yeah.
Okay. Well, like I say, very interesting. It's great to see somebody willing to take on those, those roles that maybe aren't real traditional, but very demanding and absolutely vital. So, thank you. Obviously, a great job, and we appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
And also, besides being such a varied career, what you do here in Jackson County, you cover a lot of miles with covering the parks and the roads and everything. That's amazing. And in my opinion, when you're Employee of the Month, that's a big deal in Jackson County. We have a lot of employees, and even in a department the size of the Sheriff's Department, being Employee of the Month's pretty top notch. So congratulations, and thank you for what you do.
Well, I just want to thank you for your service to our community and to the Sheriff's Office. The way you conduct yourself is an excellent representative of the Sheriff's Office and law enforcement, and the partnerships that you help foster with our Parks and Recs are very important to the overall operational fortitude of the county. And you've always just been an extremely hard worker, very dedicated, and willing to take on new things and think outside the box. So really appreciate you and your service. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
You're welcome to say anything you like.
Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for this award, this recognition today. It is really an honor to be up here. And, the job is not the easiest one. It comes with a lot of sacrifices. And so I'd like to thank my family, because without their support and their understanding, I wouldn't be up here today. I wouldn't be able to do this job. And thank you to the Jackson County Roads and Parks Department, Steve Lambert, who I work with closely in my current role. And also thank you to the leadership of the Sheriff's Office that are here today and that are not here. Sheriff Sickler, Lieutenant Richmond, Lieutenant Cosina, Lieutenant Ainsworth, Lieutenant DiCostanzo, Sergeant Grieve. Thank you guys. Our leaders are truly the best, and it's one of the many things that sets the Jackson County Sheriff's Office apart from any other agency. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Commissioner.
I needed the phonics to be able to do this.
Okay, so we're going to move on for the requests for and discussion of non-agenda items, a 5-minute limit pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06. Members of the public may address any item not on the agenda. However, pursuant to ORS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that's not on the agenda. Therefore, the board will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raised by asking staff to follow up on any questions or by placing the matter on an agenda for discussion at a future meeting. And we do have a sign-up sheet in the auditorium, and we have Brad Bennington, who's here and signed up to speak, so come on up. Give your name, address for the record, and time's all yours.
Brad Bennington, 2886 Orchard Home Drive in beautiful Medford, Oregon. Commissioners, good morning. Administrator Jordan, Council Benton, and congratulations to Officer Violette, another great example of why Jackson County Sheriff's Department is so sought after to work for. Great leadership. They stand behind their officers. They hire the best, and the people of Jackson County are very fortunate to have such quality officers providing services to them. One of the first things I wanted to mention to you this morning, I have a fair amount of experience with aircraft-related construction, just commenting on the matter earlier this morning of the improvements at the Jackson County International Airport. First of all, you're so fortunate to have someone who is part of the air community as your manager. He understands things that people that don't actually interface don't, and also he's able to think at scale. These things, you talk about $180 million project. That's a big project for a lot of people. A lot of people can't even wrap their heads around that sort of thing. You happen to have an administrator who very easily can wrap his head around it, knows the intricacies, and the model that you're talking about, using the general contractor management model. This is something that hasn't been around that long, but he's absolutely right when he tells you that this is the best way to get the kind of outcomes that the people of Jackson County want and expect, because you get to pick the quality people who are actually qualified to do it, and then you get to participate in the actual subs that are doing the work, and you typically get much better outcomes that way. I actually had the opportunity to do a lot of work on the Kingsley Field Air Base back in the day when Congressman Bob Smith was bringing it back when it became the F-15 training area, and my company got to do a lot of the work out there. And I will tell you that when you're working under the purview of not only the FAA but the United States Air Force, it's really interesting when you do those contracts. So you're very, very fortunate to have the management skills with your administrator that you do to bring in a project like that. And in the vein of transportation, what I really wanted to mention to you this morning is that down here in well-managed Jackson County, it's kind of easy to forget sometimes how much turbulence there is out there. And up in, our friends up in Multnomah County, where the TriMet is king of transportation, they've got a $300 million budget problem. Now, that's the budget problem. They have a $2 billion budget. TriMet has a $2 billion, with a B, dollar budget. They've got a $300 million budget problem that they're trying to fix. And this is in a town that only has 640,000 people in it. Their manager, the manager of TriMet, gets paid $345,000 a year plus benefits to manage TriMet. So down here, the closest thing we have to TriMet here is Rogue Valley Transit District, and Rogue Valley Transit District has a budget, I think, of about 30, maybe 33 million. But if you factor that $2 billion budget into the 640,000 people that every man, woman, and child that lives in Portland, that's $3,000 per person. $3,000 per person for the 220,000 people that live here would be $60 million roughly. So once again, this is just me saying the people of Jackson County are so grateful to have the management that we have here. Up there, they have, across the state of Oregon, and especially in our largest city, our largest county, unfortunately, they're having budget problems that are significant. I mean, when you have a $300 million shortfall, that's just the shortfall. The whole budget's $2 billion, and they don't know how they're going to fix it. And what an amazing thing that we have here, where all of our budget, the budget that we have here in Jackson County, every department is fully funded. Your PERS obligations are fully funded, which is very rare in the state of Oregon. And every department has an adequate reserve. So but again, even though we are so well managed, it's important to understand and remember that there is so much economic turbulence across the rest of the state, and that turbulence does rub up against Jackson County, and it does have an effect. And probably the last thing that I would say is, and I know that this is something that comes up often, is as we look down the road, with the successful completion of these other projects, such as the improvements at the airport, somewhere along the way, we've got to find a way to build a new jail. I know that you can do it. You all have you all have backgrounds that are very businesslike. You know how to do this. You know how to make the numbers work. You've got a great sheriff. You've got a great administrator. I'm confident you'll get this done. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Brad. The public comment time is still open for anybody here or anybody online. If you raise your Zoom hand, we'll bring you in.
Madam Chair, we don't have anyone with their Zoom hand raised to speak.
Okay, and so we will move on to then the consent calendar. We have minutes of meetings from the Board of Commissioners regular meeting November 12th, 2025, the Board of Commissioners staff meeting for November 13th, 2025, and we have an order accepting Peregrine Avenue, White City, Oregon as a county road, and that's order number 251-25.
Move approval of the consent calendar as read.
Second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Moving on to our discussion deliberation items, we have a couple. The first one is an order authorizing a grant agreement number 107-2025-5006-40 with the State of Oregon by and through its Department of Administrative Services. It's order number 252-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, I spoke with you about this during the last legislative session, but Jackson County was awarded a grant through Oregon House Bill 5006 in 2025. It's a general fund grant from the state of Oregon by and through its Department of Administrative Services. This grant is going to support Jackson County in helping us build up to 12 additional housing beds to serve adults on supervision. Our lobbyist was able to lobby for us to receive these funds from the state. The intention is to use these funds to build additional housing by our transition center for people who are moving out of the transition center but maybe not necessarily ready to be independently living. The plan is once we're done constructing our new dog shelter, which we're in the process of designing, we will raise the old animal shelter and put housing in the areas we're able to. Since that animal shelter existed, the floodplain has raised, and we actually will lose a lot of ability to build on some of that land when we go to reconstruct or construct a new construction. But anyways, this is something we're looking forward to, and it's terms up on execution through June 30th of 2027, and I do recommend your approval.
Any questions? Okay, take a motion.
I'll move approval of order number 252-25.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I think, first of all, I want to thank everyone that worked on getting this for us. This is a request of the legislature. And what it will do when it's finally able to be constructed, enable us to expand what we're doing out there, which of course helps people reintegrate, but also keeps individuals off the street. And the homeless situation, every little bit helps. So this is going to be beneficial there as well.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't leave this out. This was sponsored by Rep. Marsh on our behalf and co-sponsored by Senator Golden. So they're the ones that carried the bill that provided us the ability to do this, even though our lobbyists also worked hard.
Great. A lot of people working on it, a lot of pieces of the puzzle for homelessness, and it is one. Yeah. Anything? Okay, we'll take a vote.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Our last item is an order authorizing a grant agreement number TCP-27-17 with the State of Oregon by and through its Criminal Justice Commission, and it's order number 253-25. Mr. Jordan.
Madam Chair, members of the board, in this case, Jackson County was awarded a grant through the Treatment Court Grant Program from the State of Oregon by and through its Criminal Justice Commission. The Treatment Court Grant Program financially supports the operation of our local Recovery Opportunity Court. That does provide intensive court and probation services. It also increases access to drug and alcohol treatment services. The county's received this grant previously many times, most recently for the period of October 5th, 2023 through December 31st of 2025 in the amount of $254,452. Term of this agreement upon execution through November 30th of 2027. It will be for the project period July 1st, 2025 through August 31st of 2027. It's a revenue of $258,526, and I do recommend your approval.
Move approval of order number 253-25.
Second.
Any discussion on this one?
Sure. The Recovery Opportunity Court has been proven to be a successful program, and I'm happy that we can continue to help provide some revenue to keep it going.
Yeah, it certainly is one that helps people get their lives back in order. I just hope that we have adequate incentive for folks to participate.
And if we have more courtrooms, maybe they'll build 2 more, right?
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And that does conclude our agenda, so our meeting is adjourned.
We hope that you've enjoyed this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your Jackson County Commissioners or staff. You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other meeting, under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming.